Welcome back, my fairies. I am Matsuyorific, and I am joined once again by my good friend Dem.
Hello.
And we are back with more Pokemon Legends Arceus Shiny Locke. And you guys, we are just about to the end of the game here. And can I get around you guys? Thank you. We are at Kogita's. We're just about to meet her. Volo's brought us here. And, oh hey, there's the inventory spot over there. Shirking your work to come pester me again. Even beneath a bleeding sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Kogita. But I'm afraid I'm not here to learn more of Hisui's legends and myths. No, mistress, thank you. Just Kogita. And this is? Why, Matsuyo is the woman of the hour. She is the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokemon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. Dear me, lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Duty? Indeed. I am to guide you, lost one, for the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift of space-time must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But, come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. Alright, let's head on in. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells Almighty Sinnoh. The Diamond Clans? The Pearl Clans? The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides above and below. Time traces the path we tread from here and now into the future, while space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? You really can't. They're inseparable. Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, lost one. Here is what you must do. Hisui holds 3 lakes of great importance: Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Acuity. At each dwells a Pokemon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each will set you, and bear their gifts to the shrouded ruins. There you may receive the red chain. With it, perhaps you can bind the world together. Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us to do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave their legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? Of course. There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to it. Your ARC phone is beeping. You can see the locations of 3 lakes marked on your ARC phone. Mistress Kogita's got a lovely workbench here. And if you need materials, I'd be happy to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. What about the pastures? Ah, that is a problem, isn't it? What should we do about that indeed? What was that cry? Have we now a lost Pokemon as well as a lost child? Oh, that's Kogita. What was that cry? Have we now a lost Pokemon as well as a lost child? Do see to it, please. How could I refuse you, ma'am? Off we go, Matsuyo. Also, that was not my best Abra impression, but the inside of my throat is kind of weird today. Not the normal part that gets sore, but I'm thinking maybe just, you know, ate something too hot. Hello, hello.
Okay.
It's an Abra. Where'd you teleport in from, little fellow? And it's got a letter addressed to you, Matsuyo. You take a close excuse me. You take a closer look at the letter. To Matsuyo, you may use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you will be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an Adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene. The Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. Good tidings from the letter, then? That's right. Now then, so we're to visit 3 lakes. Doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opposite, aren't you? Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant. I've managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles, too. Seems all's quiet for the moment. And so, here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, we want to help, but without drawing attention. So it'll be just one of us. Me or her. It's up to you. Though the answer should be obvious. Yes, the answer should be obvious. Of course you'll choose me. I was the one who got you what you needed when you first set out to quell Cleaver. You and I made his bonds together. Yeah, I choose you. Just what I would expect of you, Matsuyo. You made the right choice. You won't regret it. So then, the leftover leader will... Leftover? Think again. Matsuyo trusts me enough to leave the tough job up to me alone. I'll be keeping an eye on the commander, so I can let you all know if anything happens. Of course, of course. And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go.
Water break.
Water break! Well, the first task will be to decide which of Hisui region's 3 lakes to visit first. Yes, but yes, we should get moving. I'd rather we'd walk this road together, but if the commander were to get wind of it, it would only make things worse. I'll meet you at whichever lake we choose. Alright, Irida, you and Matsuyo. Well, you two do what needs doing. Did you say something, Dan?
I just noticed that you said that we are almost at the end, but it's still a bit off. If you think about it.
I mean, we're getting close.
Yeah, but still, after that, there's still the other stuff. With getting the last plates and everything.
Why were my apricorns at the very end there? Or not apricorns, my tumblestones. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's see here. Steven, I think, will be good against pretty much any of the three alphas that we come across. Because I know that we've got I can't remember its name right now. Quillfish's evolution. Oh, Overquill.
Overquill.
Yeah.
Overquill.
It's Overquill, Gudra, Overquill, Gudra, and Zoroark. Overquill, Gudra, and Zoroark. And Steven should be good against all 3 of them. Although we should give him back his Psychic type move. Oops. Change moves. Psycho Cut, get rid of Rock Smash. There we go. Alright. Oh wait, shoot, we also need Ice Punch. Ice Punch. There we go. These 3 moves will handle all 3 of the alphas that we have to come across, that we have to fight. So let's head out. And we're just gonna go in order. Fieldlands Camp. Tempted to go the long way around. We also probably shouldn't. So let's just make a beeline straight over to the lake. Of course, the thing that has me tempted to go the long way around is like, oh, maybe we'll find a shiny. Haha! Oh, I was a little nervous there. It's like, am I gonna hit land? Am I gonna hit land? Nope. I hit the water. It's a fun trick. If you hit the water, then you don't have to worry about fall damage. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano when it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tale goes, anyway. Your Arc phone is beeping. Arceus is opening the way for us. That cave, it just appeared from nowhere. Is that the Arc phone the professor was going on about? What surprises wait within, I wonder? Mistress Cogito seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all 3 of the Pokemon that guarded these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. Also, these guys don't really help us out. They're literally just here to provide context. The air feels somehow tense in here. And there's Gudra. A menacing Pokemon stands before you. You and your Pokemon quelled Hisui's nobles. You can handle any battle, Matsuyo. Alright, here we go. Versus Gudra. Go, Steven! Alpha Gudra is filled with a wild might. Alright. Oh, and Ice Punch does normal damage. Alright, so let's do Calm Mind. Offensive and defensive stats are raised. Oh, I forgot! Oh, shoot. Okay. This might not be such a good idea. Ice Punch? Okay, we're good. We get 2 attacks in. Okay, the Calm Mind actually was our saving grace. Okay, we're good. This is why we believe in Steven! Always believe in Steven! It's curious, but when I watch you in your Pokemon battle, I feel as if there's no obstacle that can't be overcome if people in Pokemon work together. Now, let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. You feel a mysterious presence. Alright, and there's Mesprit. And it is time. So I believe this is the quiz. Your emotions. Share them with me. They're yours. I can only imagine how it must feel to speak directly with a Pokemon like that. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Surprise? How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? I mean, it's always exciting to to play a Pokemon game. You never know what's gonna happen. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? We're all so different. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? Life is complicated. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. And there it is. Also, for a plume, this looks a lot more like an envelope. It's like, where did Mesprit get this envelope from? That seriously looks like an envelope. Alright, and it's off. I know that Pokemon spoke with you, yet the words did not reach my ears. It's mysterious, but I suppose when dealing with someone who fell from the sky, it's only natural to encounter mystery. Next, on to Lake Valor and Lake Acuity. Alright, and off to the next spirit. So let's go ahead and head on out. Looks like that worked out well, Motsuyo. I must say, you know an awful lot about Hisui, Volo. I suppose a merchant like you sees all sorts of things in their travels. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. Same goes for me. Our clan settled at the very spot where our forebears once beheld Almighty Sinnoh. But I have still never seen Almighty Sinnoh for myself. Weighty matters to ponder, for sure. But we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Kogita's home? Yes, let's head back. Perfect. I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Alright, and we should have time to get through this next part of story. At the very least, to reach the next area.
Okay.
Mesprit's plume. So the legends told it true. Then the red chain must be real as well. I beg your pardon, Kogita, ma'am, but what do these Pokemon that represent the mind have to do with this red chain? And why exactly should it bind the world? Your doubts suggest a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation, exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. What? So does the mind create the world? But isn't it the other way around? Or is it? Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh and the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials and we'll get the red chain. How nonchalantly you sound. How confident of success to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the sake to gawk at more ancient ruins. Alright. So let's head back on out to the next area. So looks like we're headed to the Alabaster Icelands next. Although we probably should have gone to the other camp, but oh well. Okay, I guess it won't be till we get all the way up there. So, we'll go ahead and end this part here for now. For those of you watching live, be sure to stick around because we got more to come. For those on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos from me. We do all sorts of fun stuff on this channel, including playing video games, we do art, and also sometimes talk about cartoons and anime. So if you enjoy this stuff, then be sure to ring that bell icon next video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I hope you all have a very magical day.